Crawford.
Also, I want to get mine too. I guess you have to quit.
Are your coaches coming through?
They're down there. No. But with our coaches now, he's hollering and screaming.
Down the kickoff.
We have to stay up top. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, yeah. It was a while ago. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the ones that usually stay in. Oh yeah. Nope. And one night I thought I was going to be into that, put it out and quit. You used to get pop-ups. Put it away. Every time I get somebody to bring it up, I shut it up. You never take it down. I'd like to put it. We have to go all the way across this year. Yeah, he left coaching, teaching, and drug rep. Some friend of his in college was with him. He gave him a job. Yeah, he comes to the games, yeah, but he don't come to practice and stuff. It's a full-time.
On this earth, there are many men of equal measure. Then there are those who rise above the rest.
2, 3, hit! Lock down! Go! And
We were born for greatness. No, when our name was written on our faces, we were born for greatness.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Kilty Band. The staff includes Norm Vaughn, Associate Band Director, Chuck Evans, Percussion and Associate Marching Band Director, Allison Deeds, Highland Dance Instructor, Kayla Kavanaugh, Color Guard Instructor, Nick Bruno, Bagpipe Instructor, Kevin Wiggin, Bagpipe Instructor, Catherine Farmer is our Music Department Administrative Assistant, and the Director of Bands is Mr. Andrew Dubert. We open our pregame show with God Bless America. Pipe Major Massimo Giannini now leads us in the traditional playing of Amazing Grace.
Our defense is really stepping up a lot. The first game was like they were
Please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. We thank the JROTC for providing the color guard and raising the flag at the west side of the stadium. Now, please join Band Captain Nick Vaughn and the Kilty Band as we honor America. Ladies and gentlemen, the FHSAA reminds you that interscholastic events are an extension of the classroom and that lessons are best learned when proper respect is accorded to all. Please let your good sportsmanship show as you watch tonight's game. As I mentioned earlier, this is a regional semifinal matchup between the Manatee Hurricanes and your Riverview Rams. Getting ready to kick off in just a few moments. Riverview captains have made their way down onto the field. We await the Manatee Hurricane captains. We'll give you the captains and the coin toss coming up here in just a few moments.
There's nothing like family. At the end of the day, when the sun sets, that's all you have. Ultimately, that's all you need. A bunch of brothers bleed and sweat together.
Captains getting ready to meet at midfield. The captains this evening for the Manatee Hurricanes will be number 6, Anthony Squitieri, number 7, Frank Waiters, number 11, Wes Coleman, and the captains this evening for your Rams, number 3, Trey Austin, number 6, Johnny Dawson, number 9, Julian Lowenstein, and number 22, Ollie Boyce.
The longer we go in the playoffs, the harder it gets, though, guys.
It appears that the Hurricanes won the toss.
Manatee has won the toss, and they have elected to defer to the
second half.
second
So the Rams then will go on offense. The Canes will be kicking off. And Eddie, I think that's kind of the way we want things to go.
I like that. I like that. And we put it in the end zone and let them start at the 20. That's what I like.
Nope, can't go wrong. So let me get a couple things out of the way here for the FHSAA. Rights to the broadcast of this region semifinal game in the 2018 FHSAA Class 8A football championships have been granted to 930 WLSS by the Florida High School Athletic Association. Is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Florida High School Athletic Association is prohibited. And here come your Manatee Hurricanes onto the field. So the Canes come into the inning last week against Osceola 28-17, taking on the number 3 seed Riverview Rams. They won last week over Treasure Coast 41-22. The Rams have won the last 3 meetings between these two teams. The Hurricanes looking to end that streak tonight, and the Hurricanes here in round 2 for the first time in 3 years. They also, Eddie, are looking to find their way into round 3 and practice on Thanksgiving Day, something that the Canes have not accomplished in 4 years.
Right, the big news, too, for me is we're back in the playoffs, and we haven't missed too many times, as you well know. And so that's exciting, too, that Coach Kier has got us back into the playoffs, and we're being competitive, and we're looking, I think everything's looking very positive for the future, too.
So, as I said, the Canes will be kicking off to start the game. We got a couple more minutes before things get cranked up there. And can't ask for better weather tonight. It is absolutely gorgeous out. We've waited all year. I'm tired of sweating at every game, and finally we got a game with nice weather. We'll be down in the 50s here and probably mid to low 50s before this game's over with, but it's slowly dipping. We got a little breeze coming out of the north, so excited about that, and also excited over the fact we're actually streaming this game. There's a little bit of issues going on about that beforehand, but that's all been taken care of. I want to thank the Howells who stepped to the plate here for the Hurricanes and are allowing us to stream this game for your enjoyment tonight as well. So Manatee.
And that's a good picture, by the way. You know, when I was out for the Venice game, I watched it on my cell phone. I watched the game on my cell phone. The picture is fabulous. And, of course, the radio is very good. But the picture, it's a really enjoyable way to watch Manatee football.
All right, the Manatee Hurricanes are now onto the field. Riverview Rams are on. The Hurricanes will be kicking right to left on your dial. The Canes in their red helmets, white tops, and navy pants. And the Rams dressed in the all maroon from top to bottom, helmets, pants, and shirts. So Axel Lafro will set the ball on the 40-yard line. We'll get ready for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff.
We need Axel to put it in the end zone. That's usually not his first kick, but maybe tonight he'll change it up for us.
Back deep for the Rams is Zy Grable and Duke Timmons. Lafro approaches the ball, sticks his left foot into it, and we are underway with a short line drive kick that will be handled at the 9-yard line across the 15 to the 20, 25, and finally taken down at the 28-yard line, where the Rams will take over on offense and the Canes will spring on to their starting defensive unit.
Axel really didn't kick that ball very deep, you know. They were running from way up.
He hammered a nice little line drive there, and that's been kind of his MO all year long.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes a ball like that can get a little squirrely when it hits the ground, and that can be a disaster for the receiving team, but the guy scooped it up and got him pretty good field position for the Rams. Here we go, Danny.
So the Rams will be on offense at their own 27. Sean White, and we've got movement immediately by the Rams, and let's see if that will be against him. The Hurricanes jump, but I don't believe they got offside, so, and it will be against the Rams, a 5-yard illegal procedure to start things off. So it'll be a 1st and 15 now. Again, Sean White will be the quarterback for the Riverview Rams. It'll be Allie Boyce in the backfield with him. His other favorite target to go to is Michael Hayes Jr.
And Allie Boyce is the runner.
Swings it out to the receiver in the second down. A
little bit soft. I told you before when we were talking before the game, they might throw the ball a little bit more tonight because we expect them to run with Allie Boyce.
Sean White in the gun. Allie Boyce, and there the Canes will jump off sides this time. And we did this the last time we played them too. They get caught on this clap and then the hard count immediately after it. So
we gave them the 5 yards back that we got from them.
5 the easy way. Eddie now set up a 2nd down and 2.
You'll see. I think Boyce right here, I believe. Well, it might be a good down to fake it to him and throw it. So that's what I would do, but they're going to run it, I think.
Sean White takes a snap, hands off to Boyce, who's hit in the backfield, still driving forward. 1. To get to the 30s, go with Kyrie Jones set behind Anthony Squitieri. Takes that handoff, gives to Jones, who fights forward for 2 yards, 2 off the left side there, and it'll set up a 2nd down and 8.
It's not a bad first down run.
A lot of success. Treasure Coast had success running last week as well. So
and set up the pass.
Levante Yeomans will be the up back here. Kyrie Jones in the back, single receiver set to either side. Now they'll shift that to the right. Tyson Phelps in the slot. Hand off to Jones. He's hit immediately. Tries to bounce out. He got nowhere to go and may have even lost a half a yard on that.
Right. That's pretty strong defense over there. Running defense.
We set up at the power side to that side, and they just closed the gap. We had nowhere to go.
So, although they're playing up pretty tight, it might be a good time to go deep.
Kyrie Jones in the backfield, set off to the left of Anthony Squitieri out of the gun. And Jones jumped early, and that'll be 5 yards moving it back. An illegal procedure call on the Hurricanes, and they'll move back a little bit.
Those little mistakes can add up in a tight game like this, and when you get to the playoffs, you got to play errorless football. You can't be jumping off sides. You can't be motion penalties and things like that. You got to be thinking, be awake.
Canes will make some personnel changes as Wes Coleman and Tyreek Allen come onto the field. Tyson Phelps and Levante out of bounds, and another one. He was already out of bounds.
That could be targeting.
That'll be another 15 yards. He hit him high, and I think you could be right, Eddie. That could have been a targeting over there on that side. Let's see what they call it. Regardless, where that flag was thrown, which was the 15-yard line, 16, you're going to get half the distance to the goal, so they'll pick up another 8, which should give them the first down from where that flag
Did Squitieri get up from that?
Yeah,
because he got rocked.
Let's wait for the officials' call on this. We've got a dead ball, personal foul. Was not targeting, just a personal foul, so that'd be a hit out of bounds. We got to wait for them to mark this off, and half the distance should move it to about the 8-yard line. We'll call it the 9 is where they will set it up. First and goal, Hurricanes from the 9 with 8:04 to go in the first quarter. It's Kyrie Jones back in. He will be behind Squitieri. You'll have Yeomans and Phelps in front of him. He looks, he rolls right. Squitieri's looking. He tucks it across the 6, maybe across the 5. He's on the far side of the field, so it's hard to pick up where we go. We'll wait and see where they set the ball. They will set it inside the 5, and let's say about almost the 4-yard line there. So 2nd down and goal from the 4. Anthony doing a pretty good job of avoiding some of that pressure coming off the right. Kyrie Jones on the handoff, and he powers forward, and he's still pushing the pile forward, and he's going to get it up to about the 3-yard line, maybe the 2 before they finally blow it dead. And we'll call it the 2-yard line. And
can you see where they mark?
Yeah, they're right on the 2, Eddie, and it's going to be 3rd down and goal. Their announcer called it the 3, but it looks a lot closer to the 2 from here.
Again, it for him. Let him sprint to the corner.
3rd and goal for the Canes on their first possession. Squitieri will keep it himself. Up the middle, touchdown. Anthony Squitieri from 3 yards out. And the Canes go on top 6-0 with 7:13 to go.
That's the way to
in the first quarter.
Yes, sir, in the first quarter. That cushion, you like to have that insurance, you know. What a way to start the game for the Canes. Great start, and good execution. The Rams had a hard time holding them. I mean, we drove the.
Wes Coleman is the holder. Coleman puts it down, and it's blocked. Extra point was blocked, and that could loom large later in this game. So we got the blocked extra point. The Canes
That's
lead.
the first one we've had blocked this year, I think, extra point.
Yep, the Canes lead 6-0. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
We're going to block.
Grable back deep to receive for the Rams.
So he's one way. The Manatee Hurricanes up 6-0 with 7:13 to go in the first. We're ready for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. It's Axel Lafros has it teed up at the 40. He approaches it, puts his left foot into it, and hammers this one deep and into the back of the end zone. So the Rams will take over on their own 20. Thanks to the touchback by Axel Lafro. And
well, he's sure a farm, you know it. He misses the first one and then kicks the second one out of the end zone.
It's almost like you're expecting it every week. The last drive, the Hurricanes started with great field position following the punt return by Iron Jackson. Anthony Squitieri finished it with a 3-yard dash straight up the middle. Put the Canes up 6-0. All your scoring recaps brought to you by Buccaneer Pond. Whether you're buying or selling, go to Buccaneer Pond, Bradenton, Sarasota locations. So the Rams going left to right will start on their own 20-yard line. Sean White, the quarterback, takes hands off to Allie Boyce. He's looking for some room. He finds a little bit for 5, maybe 6 yards.
Yeah, he found a little space over there, Danny.
And he just kind of tiptoed. He was very, very patient on that one before he moved it up through there.
You can't let him get loose or he's gone.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He can run a little bit. So 2nd down and 4. Boyce will be offset to White's right. Hand off to Boyce again, powering straight ahead, and the Canes close. He's almost, I think he may, based on this mark. Let's see. The guy on the far side is going to set it right on it.
Yeah, I think he's on it. I think he's got it.
First down.
Oh, first down.
Stop the clock long enough to reset the chains, and 1st and 10 Rams, and we've got a water break on the field, and we're going to take a timeout as well. You're listening to the 2018 FHSAA Football Region Semifinals on 930 WLSS, in part with Conley Buick GMC.
This is what I love, clean trucks and clean cars. That's what it's all about. Hi, I'm Zach Callis. I'm the owner of American Car Care Center, the friendliest car wash in Bradenton, Florida. We take pride at what we do. We treat your car like they would treat their own. They're here to make you happy, and our motto is, if
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association remain fair. The message provided by this station and the FHSAA. We're back now with 6:29 to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10, Rams at their own 30. Sean White looks to his right. He's got a man. He's wide open. Catch there at the 42. And it'll be another first down. They'll actually spot him to the 43.
That's a good slant into the middle with the backs way on this side way back. It was a perfect call. We need to do more of that too, that slant pass.
On 1st and 10. Be a handoff to Boyce, bounces it back out left, gets by one guy, gets by two, and finally the 4th tackler gets him. And We had him for little to no gain to turn into a 4-yard gain.
That's what I say. That tackling, you got to get that tackle. Got to get those arms around him, get him on the ground. We had 2 guys there, and he still gained 4 or 5 yards.
2nd down and 6. Sean White, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Fakes the handoff to Boyce. This time keeps it himself off the right side, and he's outstretched, fumbles the ball. It came away, but I thought it came out after he hit the ground. So, but it's enough for another 1st down, a pickup of 5 on the play, and the Rams got a little something going here on offense, Eddie.
Canes are going to have to tighten down here, tighten down.
On 1st down and 10, the Rams cross midfield. Handoff to Allie Boyce straight up the middle, and Boyce
didn't pick up much. 3, maybe 2, 3.
Yeah,
looks like.
Yeah, let's call it 2. Call it 2nd down and 8. Stay on this running game is what they're known for. He's going to throw it every so often. He's got 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. Allie Boyce will be offset to his right.
Oh, come on, Canes.
Offsides. Just the defensive line for the Canes just jumped early right there. That's the 2nd time they've been caught on that. So the 2nd and 8 to 2nd and 3. Just that easy.
Can't get them 2nd and 3 you're going to have another 1st down. They can run it twice and get that easy. Probably throw here. Nope.
Option out to Boyce. Boyce is across the 40, 35. He's got still on his feet and finally shoved out of bounds. And well, I'll tell you what, that was awfully close to a hold back here that sprung him for it. That was a big run where he finally stepped out at the 16, a 26-yard pickup.
They're mixing it pretty good. They're running off tackle and in the middle, and they're throwing the football, and they're optioning the football. That's a good mix-up of plays right there.
1st down and 10 at the 16-yard line of the Hurricanes. Rams driving. White takes it, looks to his right. He's going to flip it up in the air. Hurricanes come up. It's picked off at the goal line, out to the 15 to the 20. Now just shy of the 20.
What was the flag for?
That's going to be pass interference. I bet $100 on it.
But he was standing way away from the receiver. He was standing way away from the receiver. How could that be pass interference? Must have been a push or something early.
We got pass interference. It's going to be my guess. It may be a defensive hold, but when those flags are thrown in those areas, it's pretty apparent what's coming. It generally never goes in favor of the offense. And keep my fingers crossed, but the offense for the Rams are staying on the field. So, and it is pass interference against the Hurricanes. Rarely, if ever, do you see it go the other way.
Well, it happened early because the guy, when he caught the ball, he was four yards from the receiver.
Well, and there's a lot of pushing off, too. I mean, there's been a lot of pushing, and that, this receiver down here, he did it the first time and got away with it. The second time, I think he got away with a bit of a push, but you're going to have some hand checking go on. That's just part of the game. So the Rams now are to the, let's call it the 8-yard line, 1st and goal, Riverview.
I think they'll run here, Danny. You got to spread out.
Sean White brings a man in motion as Michael Hayes hands off to him. He slips and falls, and the Canes had that snuffed out.
That's a good loss. That's a good loss.
Yeah, the Canes were stringing that one out well, so that's a loss on the play of about 4. 2nd down and goal from the 12.
See if we can hold them to a field goal here. They got a decent kicker. I watch him warming up.
4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Canes lead 6-0. Sean White takes it, hands off to Allie Boyce straight up the middle, and the Hurricanes collapse on him shy of the 5-yard line. Let's see if they put him
at the 7.
I say the 7. We'll go with the 7-yard line. Yep, he moved it back a little further. So be 3rd down and goal from the 7, and watch for that quick slant to the middle or going back to the fade. I mean, they've had success trying to fade it out here.
They got plenty of room to do it.
Sean White calls the signals, takes the snap, looking, fires across the middle, and it is caught for a touchdown.
He threw that on a rope there. We had 3 guys around him.
We had guys there. We just didn't get our hand on the football. I mean, he threw a frozen rope between 3 guys. And that will knot the game up at 6.
We need to get somebody off the corner and block theirs.
Yes, Dorian Hall will come on for the point after to tie this game up.
He's got a good leg. I was watching him warm up. We need to have somebody coming off the other side, though.
Snap is good, and the hold is good, and the kick is good. So the Rams answer the call, go right down the field and score, make it 7-6. Rams lead with 3 to go here in the first quarter of football.
Let's run a kickoff back.
Dorian Hall does get it to the end zone, but a lot of his kicks are returnable.
Well, we'll see also if they watch the films and go to that pooch kick that everybody's been doing on us.
You can't blame them because you really don't want any of our guys returning it. You'll see Keon Fordham will go back. He will be the deep man. Dre Evans and Tyson Phelps will also be back with him. The up men was Wes Coleman, Michael Oliver, and Kyrie Jones right in the center.
You just got to keep going here, man. We can play these guys and we can beat them. We just got to keep doing what we know we can do good.
They attempted an onside kick last week, so he sort of heads up what they're doing here. Ball, he approaches it, puts it in play, a short kick that's a call for a fair catch at the 28-yard line. And I've been kind of critical of that all year. I understand securing
and I'm
the ball.
still critical of it. He could have caught that and run.
I could have picked up another 5 yards.
At least.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think you should have taken some sort of shot to go with it, but again.
And it gives you a chance to run it all the way, If you can, once you're on offense, you can score, So once you still got the ball and you can run, you're on offense. So go for it.
The second possession for the Hurricanes. It'll bring Anthony Squitieri. Will work out of the gun. Kyrie Jones will be the up back with Tyson Phelps behind Squitieri. Hand off to Phelps with a little bit of room. He pops it out across the 40 to the 45-yard line, and just like that, he picks up 15 yards.
Nice gain. First. Whoa, boy, that was a good one.
Very patient, found that little seam and popped it through there. A little bit different runner.
Who was that? I didn't even see.
Tyson Phelps.
Yeah, Phelps. I like Phelps. He's a big kid, too, for a running back. He's 6'1", isn't he? About 200 and some pounds. Yeah.
Phelps will be behind Squitieri again. Squitieri takes the handoff, gives to Phelps, and this time he's got nowhere to go and barely gets back. He does fight his way back to the line of scrimmage, but we didn't pick up the block off the corner, and that stopped that play immediately.
That kind of quick handoff like that when they're already in there can result in fumble sometimes, too. We're lucky he hung on to it, though.
Second down and 10. The Canes at their own 45-yard line.
See if we can get one out here to Fordham.
Kyrie Jones will set off to the right of Squitieri. Fakes the handoff to Jones. He's looking downfield. He's going to throw it deep. He's got Keon Fordham, who never was even expecting the ball. I don't know.
They weren't on the same page there.
Not at all.
They were not on the same page.
If they're on the same page, I think we have a touchdown. It was a well-thrown ball. He clearly was expecting us to run the football, and his number was called. He just wasn't ready for it. So let's get ourselves back on the same page, gentlemen. Canes will break the huddle. They'll send 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tyson Phelps in the backfield with Squitieri. Anthony steps back. He's looking. Fires down the middle, and it's underthrown, and it's picked off. It is picked off at the 35-yard line.
He threw the ball low because the receiver was low, but that guy just dove real low and intercepted it. Boy, unfortunate break right there.
Great set of hands on that defensive
He did.
player. It was not an easy one to corral. So the Rams going back on the offensive side of things at their own 35, 2:13 to go in the first quarter.
Turnovers kill you. Turnovers kill you in this kind of game.
Allie Boyce in the backfield with Sean White. White will run the option. He keeps it himself and sidesteps one to pick up 2 yards on the play. And that time, Manatee did a very good job of going out and taking the pitch man and forcing him to turn the ball inside.
They played it well. Manatee played that real well.
It's 2nd down and 8 for the Rams on their own 37-yard line. Sean White looking to the coach is on the sidelines for the play. He's got 2 receivers right, 1 to his left. Takes the snap, hands off to Boyce, who bounces out. Another away from a few guys. He picks up 4. Set up 3rd down and 3.
He's a little bit like that Braden River running back. You know, he's quick and he's small, but he's
3rd down and 3, and
he's really not small. He's short.
If they don't get it, you got to be thinking they might even go for it on 4th down.
I think you're right.
Hand off to Boyce. He bounces outside, plenty for the 1st down and more as he gets across midfield, all the way out to the Hurricane 45-yard line. And Riverview's got the running game going, and the Canes cannot answer it right now.
And we've got to if we're going to win the ball game.
After what a great job they did against the wing tee last week, and this just basic running off left and off right, and the Canes can't stop it.
They actually had 2 men in motion there, too.
Hand off again to Boyce. Nope, pulls it away, and it's this time.
Good tackle.
Brandon Shannon on the stop.
Shannon the Cannon, my man. Great tackle, great saving tackle right there.
Ethan Walls will check out now, and Joseph Liu will come in his place.
Glad we have him back.
Canes shuffling a lot of guys around on defense. It'll be 2nd down and a long 8.
We need a turnover.
Hand off to Boyce, and Boyce just lowers his head as Justin Porter, who finally grabs a hold of him. Set up a 3rd down and about 5.
We had a pretty good offensive.
And the clock's winding down, Eddie. That'll do it for the end of the 1st quarter. With the Canes trailing 7-6 at the end of 1, you're listening to the 2018 FHSAA Football Region Semifinal on 930 WLSS. Thanks in part to Conley Buick GMC.
Going forward this season. Tonight's game of the 2018 FHSAA Class 8A Football Championship is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization with a membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship.
Welcome back here to the Ram Bowl. We get ready to start the 2nd quarter of play. The Riverview Rams have the ball going right to left at the Hurricanes' 39-yard line. It's 3rd down and 4. Sean White takes it, go back to his right. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that was just a mix-up. The snap was a bad snap, and he just improvised and picked up enough for the 1st down.
We were lucky we had somebody over there that stayed home. To be honest with you, he would have gone all the way.
It'll be 1st down and 10. Rams at the Hurricane 35-yard line. Got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. Sean White takes it. He's looking. He has
no pressure.
Slant, and it's up in the air.
Oh, we almost intercepted it. He almost tipped it to us.
In and out of the hands of the intended receiver, and Dre Evans was there. And
we got to get some more things, get some things going for us. Breaks like that would have been big.
Right now, they're having their way, Eddie, with that little slant pattern right now.
They are.
Come up with something to counter that.
You got to have the linebackers got to maybe drop back in there.
Sean White on 2nd down and 10. And That's going to be on Riverview. I know we've got, yes it is. There we go.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Illegal procedure. 5 yards will back them up, set up a second down at 15.
So 5-yard penalty against the Rams, and they'll make this 2nd and 15.
The right tackle for the Rams that jump. Second and 15 now at the Hurricane 40-yard line. Sean White takes it. He's going to run down here with the option. He's looking. He finally pitches out to Allie Boyce. He's across the 40 to 35. It's finally Brandon Shannon. He gets out there and tackles it. He comes all the way across the field to make the tackle, but not before. Boyce picks up the 5 penalty yards plus 3, so an 8-yard gain. He'll set up a 3rd down and 7.
Defender came from a long way, though, to make that tackle and made a good tackle.
Yeah, Shannon came from the far side. He is our leading tackler on the year. So on 3rd down and 7. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Sean White takes the snap.
Pressure. No pressure. He's got all day to throw.
Up high. He's got a man there, and it is knocked down, and we're going to get pass interference again.
And there comes another flag out, wasn't it?
Yep. That's another one and another one. We've got flags being thrown everywhere. You're going to get pass interference from 1, I believe, is going to be the first call. The second call is going to end up being unsportsmanlike conduct against the Rams. So you won't get the 15,
so
and you're going to turn around and bring the 15 back because that one's a dead ball. You won't get the first, and then it's going to come back the other way. But I don't know how you call pass interference when he's running neck and neck. You do not have to turn and find the ball in high school football. You can face guard. There's so many things you can get away with. He was not pushing. The push was coming off of the Rams. But again, I keep saying, you just don't get offensive pass interference. That gives them a 1st down. Then you have the dead ball. It'll back it up, so it'll actually set up a 1st and 30 situation here.
Why is it a 1st down?
Well, you got to give the 15 yards because the play was ongoing. Right. So that's your pass interference call right there that gets you to 15. So they will set the ball. Actually, should set the chains up. We got to wait till the chains get there. Where's he going?
So it's a net change.
No, that doesn't go back there. The chains go there, and it's 50. No. This should be 1st and 30. No, this should be 1st and 30 because that was a dead ball, and this is a mistake here. I would be getting clarification. You called a dead ball penalty. That's after that. You already got the 1st down.
Yeah, our coaches need to question that.
Well, no one's saying a word. We're riding with it. It's 1st down and 10. They're going to bring the hand fake it to Hayes, and then give it off to Allie Boyce. Comes through the middle, bounces out left before he stopped for a 1-yard gain.
It was good defense, actually, because it was a little good fake in there.
Yeah, I'm just a little confused on that last one. It should have been a 1st and 30 because of the dead ball deal. So Ryan Ives comes off for the defense.
Can't do anything about it now.
Motion again. Now Sean White will set up the screen. It's Weidman who's got it. Weidman gets away from one tackler. Finds his way through another before stopped at the 19-yard line. No penalty on that one. That's going to get him out to the 18.
I thought the PA announcer, I can't see that part of the field. I thought the PA announcer said another.
So another 1st down, and they're inside the Hurricanes' 20-yard line. Be 1st and 10 at the 18. 11:02 to go in the first half. Rams lead 7-6 and on the drive.
In Cane territory. Well, we need a turnover.
White takes hands off to Allie Boyce straight up the middle. Boyce plows through 1-2 guys before it takes a host of Hurricane tacklers to bring him down, and he'll get it all the way to the 10 and set up a 2nd and short situation.
8 on the play. Actually, they'll give him 7.
Cane's in desperate need of forcing a turnover of some sort here.
You better believe it.
2nd down and 2.5, we'll call it. Boy, straight up the middle. Got the first down and more.
That was a big hold, Danny. Do you see? You can see that
huge
one.
hole. All kinds of running room right there. And it was finally Brandon Shannon who cut him down, but not before he gets inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Riverview. Another handoff to Boyce. This time they come off the edge, and that's Brandon Shannon off the edge again, and he's all over the place.
He gets those every time. He gets them from behind. He comes in quick and gets them.
So no gain on the play. It'll set up 2nd and goal. The middle's been there too. Sean White takes a snap, drops it. Now he picks it back up. He'll just take it himself across into the end zone for the touchdown. And mishandled the ball, and there's a flag on the far side. That's going to be a dead ball. That's going to come after the.
It's going to come back.
No, it was clearly after the touchdown. So
what was it though? Was it on the sidelines over there?
Unsportsmanlike, and I don't know if it's against Manatee or against Riverview. They were both shoving each other over there. So let's see which way this one goes. Got a funny feeling that was going against us this time. That ball personal foul.
No.
It is. And a personal foul against Riverview. They offset. They threw it on each guy. So one against both, so, but not before Sean White barrels in from 3 yards out to put Riverview up 13-6. Extra point coming here. Snap is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good, and that'll make it 14-6 Riverview with.
They look like an ordinary tomato to you. It's our Gamble Creek Farm tomato. It's the symbol of our commitment to provide you the freshest and local to your table. Like at the Beach House restaurant, new from the ground, incredibly relaxed atmosphere. It's as beautiful as an island sunset. This is the new Beach House. I'm Ed Childs, and your table is waiting.
Back to the Ram Bowl, the Riverview Rams just scored from 3 yards out with Sean White, quarterback, carrying it in and extend their lead to 14-6 with 9:38 to go here in the first half of play. And last time the Rams kicked off to us, they did the little pooch kick. We called for the fair catch. Let's see if this time we can get off, push it up the field a little bit. Happened here, and a short.
It's an onside kick. That's a 15-yarder right there.
That was Wes Coleman came up and called the fair catch, and now he did the right thing. And if you call the fair catch, you got to give him room to catch it, which they did.
That was very short.
Yeah,
very short.
He caught it, and then next thing you know, he got hammered. So that'll be 15 yards tacked on. So the Canes will start on the Riverview side of the 50-yard line here.
I think they thought they were going to onside it. They kicked it high, and somebody was going to go down there and grab it because that was really short. It didn't even go 10 yards. I don't think, did it?
Last week, Eddie, against Treasure Coast, they did the same thing. They flipped one out there. Treasure Coast didn't even go field it. They just let the thing fall, and Riverview picked it up. It was a little deeper than that one, but
now this is a break. We've got to take advantage of this. We can't just blow this break right here. We got to go down and get. And I say get Fordham over there wide open and hit him deep.
So the Canes will start on the Rams' 41-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. Handoff goes to Kyrie Jones. He's got some running room this time and fights his way up. A nice, good first down surge and picks up 4 on the play for a 2nd down and 6.
I think if it's open too, I still like to see us on the slant. And if you watch college football the weekend, the slant is a big play, and we were effective with it last week.
2nd down and 6 for the Canes. Squitieri brings Jackson in motion. Hands off to Kyrie Jones, and he should have pulled that one. We should have just kept going right there. I don't know. We just seem a tad bit confused of what we're doing on offense.
We've had the one nice big 15-yard running play from line of scrimmage, but other than that, we haven't picked up big yards on, 3-4 yards a clip. That doesn't get it.
3rd and 5. 3 receivers to Squitieri's right, 1 to the left. Terry drops back. He looks, he fires. He's got a man open and overthrows him and out of bounds. No chance of even hauling that one in. That was Wes Coleman, the intended receiver, but nowhere in the neighborhood. And we're sitting in kind of no man's land here, and I think
I was going to say,
do
we try a field goal here? We can kick it. He can kick it.
Be a long one. You'd set it up. It'd be a 53-yard attempt if he did, and Canes are going to go for it on 4.
We're not going to. I would try the field goal myself, but
I'd try and draw him off sides if you can do it. But let's see what they draw up in the dirt here. Terry drops, fires across, back behind his receiver, incomplete, intended for Tyreek Allen, and not even close.
It wasn't, but he threw it behind him.
Failure to throw the ball to the right spot, and
this kind of series is where they can blow the game away. You see, because they get the ball back with a touchdown lead, and they got good field position. If they drive this down and score, then we're in a deep hole.
Deep uphill battle at that point in time, in the same scenario we were in the first time we played them.
That's right. We got to get it. So you got to hope for a turnover on this drive or a stop.
Well, the Hurricanes, the very first possession of the game that the Rams had it, they stopped them. Since then, the Rams have answered with back-to-back touchdown drives. The Rams will start at their own 36-yard line. It's White, who tries to keep it himself. He had nothing. The Canes did a good job spreading out on that one. Took away the pitch. He tried to go forward and actually lost a yard to a yard and a half on that. He'll set up second down. We'll call it 12. Try and get you some other scores around here in a little bit. Riverview second down, and there's movement by the Rams. That'll drop them back another 5, so it'll set up a 2nd and 17. A couple quick scores. Venice leading Braden River in the second quarter, 21-0. Dr. Phillips up in the second quarter over Vero Beach, 3-0. Bloomingdale leading Palmetto, 7-0.
That's a big surprise to me. I thought Palmetto would blow them away. They might yet. It's early.
Second down, 17. Sean White's looking, fires to his right, underthrows his man. He had him there. He was open, but pretty good coverage over there, too, as it was Brandon Shannon covering Hayes in the flat. It'll be 3rd down and long, and let's see if the Canes can do something they haven't done yet, which is get some pressure on him and force him to make a mistake early.
That's a good observation, Andy. We have not put pressure tonight much. Now, let's get settled down there. Defense.
3rd and 17. Sean White looks. He's rolling right. Lloyd fires downfield. He's got a man wide open and easily catches and steps out of bounds. More than enough for the first down, and that's just a breakdown in coverage.
That was a terrible breakdown. He was running wide open over there on the sidelines, and the defender was 5 to 10 yards off of him.
And again, when you don't get pressure to force him to throw the ball before he wants,
yeah, you had all day.
You're forcing the guy to have to cover for 6 to 7 seconds, and that's nearly impossible at any level. 1st down and 10. Here comes White running the option, and he'll keep it himself and turn it upfield for about a yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 9. They did cross midfield there at the Hurricane 42-yard line. Approaching the 7-minute mark of the first half. Rams lead 14-6. It's a snap. White looks left, fires on the slant, got his guy in. Incomplete, and that's the right call. He thought he had it. That ball hit the ground.
It did hit the ground. It did hit the ground.
Yeah. There's no doubt. It's a great call coming from back there.
Because I started to holler, say, that ball hit the ground, and
he had a perfect view, and boy, without getting any pressure, he's just sitting back there. He's got all day to throw it. You know, Eddie, you could go 10 for 10 if you had that much time.
Yeah, I know it.
Kane shuffling guys on and off defensively.
Getting some fresh legs in there.
Somebody has got to get to the quarterback here. It's the time in which they like to run that middle screen, so this could be the perfect opportunity for him. Here comes pressure up the middle.
And we missed him. We missed him completely.
Osborne had him in his sights and just flat missed the guy. Should have been a loss of yards of about 10 or 12, and we just flat missed it. So he picks up plenty for the first down. We've got a water break on the field. We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
As they did this year and last year. We're just not able to stop their running ball game. And then they threw the ball some in this series.
And this offensive line they have, they're no bigger than what we faced last week, and we did a great job. I mean,
I know. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird.
Yeah, from week to week, it's funny how it changes. And the blocking scheme's a little different, I know, but here we go on first down and 10. Sean White looks to his right, fires on the slant, and we had a guy there to defend it. It's completed. He's to the 5, to the 4, still on his feet, to the 3, to the 2, and they finally take him down inside the 2-yard line. And we could not have had a defender in a better spot, but we do have a flag on the far side of the field, folks. Hold everything. Hold everything. That's an illegal formation, and bring it on back.
Bring it on back. Let's give us a restart.
Whew. Boy,
give us a second breath here.
We are fortunate for that one.
Boy, that slant, we're not defending that slant. We're giving them too much room, Danny. We're way back on them. And it's open. It's wide open, and they see it.
I had this conversation with somebody today knowing that this is one of the things they do offensively, and I've always said if you're going to do that and they're going to play that game, then it's high school football. You force a guy to make a move early. Get up and play press coverage. If he beats you down the field, he beats you. But I got to take my chances playing one-on-one and not giving so much cushion that we're giving.
And we can't keep doing that.
Good grief. We get the 5-yard penalty, and the Hurricanes jump offside. Well, you get it right back and reset first and 10. That is the 4th time we've jumped off of.
Yes, you see, it's we're shooting ourselves again.
That's the nose guard. He's right over the ball. That's really no reason for
all he has to do is watch the ball.
Sean White looks. He fires down the field. He's got a man wide open, and it's caught. Touchdown.
No pass defense at all.
0 answer for the running or the passing game. But we're not helping ourselves offensively either.
We're making mistakes, with penalties.
We easily could be in a situation just trading scores right now, and
yeah, we should be.
We haven't been able to do anything.
Right. You don't want to panic, but I think you got to come out and throw the football with our speed and open it wide open. That's what I think.
Dorian Hall on for the point after, and kick is up, and the kick will be good, and it's 21-6 Riverview. There's 6:07 to go in the first half of football. Tonight's FHSAA Class 8A Football Championships is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization with membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida student athletes can compete in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship. And we got another one. For the latest Official news about Florida high school sports, including results of all rounds of the 2018 FHSAA Football Championships. Visit FHSAA.org, the Florida official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. That's www.fhsaa.org. Catch live and on-demand postseason action. Coverage of the Florida High School Athletics sports at www.nfhsnetwork.com. And here he kicks a line drive off the hands of Dre Evans, who picks it up at the 13 across the 20 before he's taken down at the 21-yard line. And
it's about the same if he would have kicked it into the end zone, you know, actually.
Well, let's see if we can get things going on offense. All you got to do is go down and answer one time.
We got to do the same thing to get some receivers behind the defenders. We got the speed, but we're not utilizing it right now.
Just take our time, go down the field, and the Hurricanes are going to take a timeout. They had some personnel adjustments they were making. Now, we may see Keon Fordham at the quarterback spot. When we come back, we're going to take a timeout. You're listening to the 2018 FHSAA Football Region Semifinal at 9:30 WLSS. Thanks in part to Conley Buick GMC.
BecomeAnofficial.org.
We're going to try to get it.
Come back onto the field after the timeout. 6 minutes to go in the first half, trailing 21-6. They will make a change at quarterback as Keon Ford. Let's see if the Canes can create a bit of a spark here. Got an equipment problem for the Rams, so the player will come off. They'll make a substitution.
The thing is, they know he's in there. They announce it over the PA, and they know what we're going to try to do. They're going to try to smother, and they.
He can throw the ball well enough.
Yeah, so they're going to jam the line, so maybe something will open up.
So here goes Keon from the gun. Takes a snap. He goes left. He's looking for a hole. Nothing there yet. Still nothing, and he's wrapped up. His Rams managed to just string that one out. It'll be a loss of a yard and a half, 2 yards. Second down at 12.
He ran a long ways.
Nothing opens up. Tell you where they're vulnerable the most is really right up the middle. If he can find just a small seam in the center, Fordham will take it. Hand off to Kyrie Jones, who bounces off one tackler, stays on his feet before gaining nearly 4 yards on the play.
Here we are with 3rd and long.
3rd and long again. We're not putting ourselves in very good situations to get. We need to find second down and manageable. We're finding second down and long. We're playing behind the chains.
Maybe Fordham could run out and then run out, and then like he's going to pass and
he can throw
get
it
open,
now.
and then throw. What world was that?
Trying to get into the flat out here to. It appears the injured. He's not holding tonight. He's not punting. No idea what happened to him. Looking for the pop. Snap. Keon rolls to his right, kicks a nice high booming punt that sails back, hits at the 35 and goes out of bounds at the 34-yard line. And pretty good punt right there of 42 yards.
You better stop him here or it's going to be a long night for us.
So the Hurricanes trailing and needing a stop in the worst way. They can't allow them to go down the field and score any points whatsoever.
Can you find that Venice Braden River game score?
21-7 Venice.
That doesn't surprise me.
Dr. Phillips leads 10-7 over Vero Beach, and Palmetto still trailing 7-0. First and 10 for the Rams at their own 35. Fakes the handoff, and White will go right and gets tripped up. I believe that's Ethan Walls on the stop. gain of 2, set up a 2nd down and 8.
What they want to do here is eat up more clock and then score and put us in a hole to start the second half because we get the ball coming out.
John White calls for the ball. He gets it. He looks left. Another guy in a slant. Wow, it's picked off. It's Gioni Buchanan who's got the pick. He's at midfield to the 45, to the 40, weaving his way around to the 35, to the 30, 25, 20. Still on his feet to the 10, to the 5, down to the 1. And that's where he's going to go down at the 1-yard line. Buchanan on the interception. And the Canes are knocking on the door to cut into this lead.
That's the break they needed right there to shake it up and give them some confidence, some uplift here. That's what we need.
Gioni Buchanan, his 2nd interception of the year and his biggest one of the night and probably his young career so far. And hey, that's one of our best plays of the game. Best plays brought to you by Manatee Memorial Hospital Emergency Services.
Was that
Manatee
my man
Memorial
Cannon?
Has you covered 24/7.
Sorry, Danny. That's my man Cannon?
That's him.
He's everywhere, buddy.
We don't have the right personnel. The Hurricanes will take a timeout. We'll keep it right here.
I'd go back to Squitieri.
I don't think they had their offensive linemen all set, so the ball is set on the 1-yard line. Canes punch this in and cut into that lead just a little bit. This weekend, if you're looking for something to do, head out to Anna Marie Island or Longboat Key to one of the 3 best waterfront dining establishments. That's the Sandbar, Beach House, or Mar Vista. Any of those 3 of the Childs Group, Sandbar, Beach House, or Mar Vista.
That's the place to go. I was watching on the Tampa Bay Trial Lawyer site this week, and they were talking about wanting to come down to Longboat Key and where were the best restaurants down there. Mar Vista was right on the list, buddy.
One of my favorites. So it'll be 1st and goal. Squitieri will be under center. Kyrie Jones dots the I, and they try to go forward, and I don't think he got it. He got blown up immediately, finally staying on his feet, and now he's in for a touchdown. He had nothing at the start and bounced around like a pinball and finally got himself into the end zone.
That's one of those continuous plays. It never stops.
It's kind of amazing to me they didn't stop it. So the Hurricanes come on for the extra point. It's a 1-yard plunge. It's a heck of a plunge. Bounced around a little bit, but he finally got it in. Anthony Squitieri scores. Axel Lafro on for the point after. It's a high snap. It's put down. The kick is up, and it is good. So they cut the lead to 21-13. That was a 1-play scoring drive following the Gioni Buchanan interception at midfield, taking it all the way back down to the 1.
That's got to give him life, Danny. That's got to give him some life. It gives me life again. I'm ready to finish the second half.
That sets up that 1-yard plunge by Anthony Squitieri to cut the lead to 21-13. All of your scoring recaps brought to you by Buccaneer Pond. Whether you're buying or selling, go to Buccaneer Pond, Manatee, Sarasota County location.
They'll probably suppress their desire to throw the football, so look for them running.
Yeah, I don't have anybody up here keeping stats for us tonight, but I can say this much. The Hurricanes have given up a lot of yards, but they capitalized when they needed to. All of our game statistics are brought to you by CSNL CPAs, numbers you can count on.
Yeah, we have to apologize to our listeners tonight because we're missing 2 of our crew tonight. It's hard for us to call the game and keep the statistics, so we're missing a statistician tonight, which would help us. So we apologize, but we'll.
Axel Lafro has the ball teed up at the 40 for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. Lafro approaches it, puts his left foot into it, and hammers it high and deep down to the 1, and it fumbled it. He's going to have to bring it out. He comes.
Yeah, he called it. He called. He told it to run the clock
to the 22, and I thought once the ball breaks the plane, it's dead.
It is. I don't know what happened there.
I know he touched it prior to going in, but once it's...
Did he catch the ball before he stepped into the end zone? That's the question.
Doesn't really make any difference. I think even if the ball carries you over and crosses the plane, then the ball is dead.
That's the way we've seen it all year long being called.
Coach Shakir is over there arguing the same thing. He's making the same statement. And I don't know. It is what it is. He's got it 3 yards further than he would have if it had been a touchback. So They'll be at the 23, 3:31 to go in the first half. Rams lead 21-13, and Hurricanes will try and keep the Rams from the end zone here.
How about another turnover, Danny?
That'd be perfect. Here's a snap handoff to Boyce, who bounces out to the left across the 25 to the 30, 35, 40, and he'll finally be run out of bounds at the 48-yard line. And
that's what you can't.
The Canes interior, but we had nothing on the outside for containment, and once he bounced out, he had plenty of running room. First and 10, the clock winds back up, 3:20 to go, first half. Sean White at the controls, handoff to Boyce, and Boyce is trying to get away, and this time he's wrapped up immediately. And
good defense, down. Good defense, Canes.
I'll give you one guess who that might have been. Brandon Shannon.
I don't have to look at the field, and I could guess Shannon and be right about 98% of the time.
There's a reason why he leads his team in tackles, and he continues to show it. Second down and 11. Boyce in the backfield with White. White takes a snap. He's looking. He fires across the middle and almost picked off again. In coverage that time was Brandon Shannon. Good job by the Canes, and really no pressure. He had all day to throw the ball, and he tried to force something in there. And I can't say the one thing about Sean White, if you force him to do things, you can make him make mistakes.
That's what it's looking like for sure.
He was very accurate the first go around, but third down he's going to roll to his right. He's buying time. This time he releases, got a man. It's tipped away.
No, I thought we had it, but
Quade Davison, a very, very good job by the Hurricanes defense to.
I thought the second defender there had the ball on the tip ball.
And the Rams will bring on the punting unit. So Manatee did exactly what they wanted. So now
let's get Iron.
2:44.
Who's back? Is Iron back there?
Iron and Wes Coleman. 2:44 to go in the first half. The Canes got time to go down the field and get within one, if not tie this game before the end of the half. Canes will get the ball to start the second half of play, but let's secure this punt. Dorian Hall on, and we've got to delay a game.
That's okay. That gives us a little bit more
That's
room.
on us. We had 12 men on the field.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't be surprised they change their mind and go for it now.
If they
shock me one bit. They're on our side of the field.
You think they'll go for it?
I don't see him moving yet. Coach Smithers has still got his offensive unit standing on the sidelines. So, no, they're going to punt it, try and pin us back deep.
Yeah, put us deep. How about a bad snap? How about a bad high snap?
Return. Oh, it's over his head. Oh, how he got that, I do not know. That would have been huge. He jumped up one hand and catched it, and then turns around and kicks it. It rolls all the way down to the 19. Oh, my, how fortunate he was to get his hand on that.
He was lucky. I thought we had it there when I saw that high. I called for a high snap, and they got it, but I wanted a little bit higher. I should have been more specific.
Yeah, he needed another 6 inches. I think it clears him.
I should have said, how about a very high snap?
All right, so the Canes will take over on their own 19-yard line. Squitieri will be back at the quarterback. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left.
Let's get Fordham open or Iron.
Fires it out there to Fordham, who's got it. He gets by the one guy and finally is pulled out of bounds. So just a quick out to him, a 14, almost 15-yard pickup.
Stop the clock.
Did stop the clock. 2:29 to go in the first half. Moved the ball out to the 34-yard line.
Drop that ball into number 1. Where's Iron? Is he in the backfield? Or?
No, he's down here in the slot.
He's going to Iron. Iron's going to be open in the middle.
Terry looks. He gets it out in the flat. That's to Yeoman. Yeoman's across the 40 before he slips. I don't know why he tried to cut back to the inside, keep going, and use the
He could have gone to the outside and gone a mile.
Not even go, at least get to where you can step out of bounds and stop the clock. But the clock running, approaching the 2-minute mark of the first half.
And you want to keep control here, Danny, and keep the ball moving.
Terry looks over the defense, takes a snap, he looks, he's going to pump fake, now he's going to go up top for Keon and just now overthrows him. He's got to put more air on that one. He threw it up more on a line and just no way anybody can catch up with it.
Now we got to get the first down here.
two things. You don't throw to the inside. You got to throw, well, to the inside. He's got to throw to the inside of the numbers on the far side. Instead, he threw more to the post. Just really didn't have a shot. So third down. Third down and a long 2.
And they only have 3 down linemen.
He's looking. Now he flips it over the top. It's Yeomans again. He's at the 40 and gets across to the 40.
He's down. He's calling him down.
Yeah, they will call him down. They got him down to the 36-yard line. So the Canes across midfield.
Quateri saved that.
Bought some time and a good job by Yeomans at going and finding the soft part of that zone. And a second reception for Yeomans in this drive. Canes in Riverview territory at the 36. First down at 10, 1:40 to go.
Where's Fordham?
He flush, he fires it, and it's caught. It's Wes Coleman. He fires one in there. It's a short gain, a pickup of about 3. 1:25 to go. Ball's at
the man trying to cover the slant out there on Fordham, but if Fordham gets by that first guy there, it's wide open.
Fakes it. He's looking. He's going to fire down the middle. It's Tyrone Jackson this time, and Jackson's got enough for the first down and just shy of the 20 to the 21-yard line. Canes are in field goal range. Points are imperative on this drive.
We're in touchdown range.
1 minute to go, Eddie.
Yep. You got to watch the time.
First down and 10 from the 21. Quateri takes it, drops, looks left, fires in the flat. It's caught by Yeomans again, and a great job of getting back to catch it. Now they've got to hurry.
They're going to have to call timeout. I hope we have a timeout.
We've got one left. 35 seconds to go. The Canes are moving quickly. Let's call a play.
Call a timeout.
We wasted 12 seconds.
We sure did. We sure did. Is that our last one?
Yeah, that's the final one, and that's just poor clock management. And that one, he wasn't out of bounds.
Yeah, we try not to be too critical, but that was poor clock management. I'm thinking they're going to call timeout. They're going to call timeout, and it keeps running, and finally they call it.
Coach Shakir is hot right now, and I don't know if maybe he's saying he called that timeout earlier that was not given to him, but he is not happy. So
that
30
could be
seconds on the clock.
It was an obvious call it quickly, so maybe they just didn't give it to him, and that's why he's.
Even if you don't get the first down, you got enough time to hustle back to the line and get another play.
Right.
So 2nd and 6. Go to the corner, run a pick down here. It's going to be Tyrone Jackson going to the corner. He's there. Oh, in and out of the hands.
Was it, or was it defended?
He got his hand up in front of him, and I think that might have deflected,
Yeah, it stopped.
Messed with his vision a little bit. But
the good news is it stopped the clock.
So here's what you do. You turn around, and I wouldn't be surprised if you run that play again. If Tyrone goes and Sells going to the interior, he'll get him to bite, and he'll be wide open this time. Just cannot afford to take a sack here because you have to hustle on the field goal.
No, you can't at all.
Got to get rid of it, whatever you do, and if you get rid of it out of bounds. Jackson in motion. Snap comes out.
He's got to get rid of it. He's got to get rid of it. He's got to get rid of it.
He's looking. He fires, and it's caught. That ball is caught. Yes, sir. At the 5, the clock will stop while they set the chains, and I would spike it right here. Just spike the ball. Clock starts, and Quateri spikes. It'll be 2nd down and goal. The Canes are in the Ace Hardware Crowder Brothers.
Exciting red zone. Exciting red zone.
I can't get it out of my mouth. You've got easily got to play, and I think you've got to roll the dice and go for it here.
But you can't risk running it here. But they're spread out. They know we're trying to throw the football on. They're spread out pretty good. Quateri might be able to.
Just throw it out of the back of the end zone if you've got nothing. 15, 14 points.
Quateri might be able to get it in there, Danny. It running.
The Rams will call a timeout. They want to talk it over defensively, and I think that aids us in a big way. Gives us an opportunity to talk a little bit as well and remind your quarterback, here's what you got to do. If there's no one there, just chuck it straight out the back of the end zone.
Exactly.
Throw the thing 9 feet over somebody's head as long as there's a receiver in that area, whatever. Just cannot afford to take a sack here. You've got a fine field goal kicker. We're in position to kick it even though it's on the right hash. It's the wide spot, but points are important on this particular drive.
And our inability really to stop their run, we must get the touchdown here to stay in this ball game, I think.
In essence, you have an opportunity, depending on what happens. I mean, even if you roll out, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to rolling out to the right and even a small side of the field, worst case scenario, throw it away or get yourself out of bounds. Or can you throw the fade to that far corner with Keon one-on-one with this guy? Sell him to the inside, go to the out. Here it is. It will be a fade to that corner, and it is caught. Touchdown, Hurricanes, Keon Fordham.
Good call, Danny. Good call. That was a good call, Danny. That was your play. You called it.
Absolutely perfect throw from Anthony Squitieri, and Keon Fordham sold it to the end, went out to that far pylon, and it was thrown absolutely perfectly on the money.
Yeah, the defender couldn't stay with him. He pulled away just enough to drop the ball in there. It was a perfect throw.
So the Canes looking for the extra point. Nick Bigelow is in there now to hold. We'd had.
Wonder where he's been.
I don't know. We had Wes Coleman earlier, and now Bigelow's here. Maybe he was.
Maybe he had an upset stomach. He was back in the locker room or something. Who knows?
The Canes on for the extra point to cut this lead to 1. The kick is up. The kick is good, and the Hurricanes with 9 seconds to go in the first lead to 21-20.
Great comeback right now.
Boy, they've done everything they needed to do. Defense made some stops. The Canes took over. They made a great play defensively to set up the 1 touchdown. This time, Levante Yeomans was big. Anthony Squitieri was absolutely solid coming down the stretch there. Strike.
Doing what we were talking about, and that was to open the game up and get our speed in the ball game and throw the football, and that's what we did.
Yep. A little 5-yard fade pattern to the far pylon, and that touchdown was good. All of your scoring recaps brought to you by Buccaneer Pond. Whether you're buying or selling, go to Buccaneer Pond, Bradenton, Sarasota locations. Axel Lafro will come on for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. Just bang it into the end zone. Axel, and by the way, folks, let's keep in mind the Hurricanes get the ball to start the second half.
Right. They got to go back there and get some air and some water and rest and come back out ready to go.
Axel comes in, puts his left foot, a line drive, a liner, and let's see if we have trouble picking it up. And he
don't want it to happen.
Has some running room.
There's a block in the back right there, and there's the flag right there.
And he'll get across the 40 to the 42-yard line. And
that was a clear block in the back.
No time on the clock, and it's all for naught here. That's on the Rams, so that'll do it for the end of the first. Canes trail 21-20 at the end of 2 periods of play. We'll take a timeout, come back with the highlights of the first half and more of the Shake Pit halftime report. You're listening to the 2018 FHSAA Football Region Semifinal on 930 WLSS. Thanks in part to Kindly Buick GMC.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Manatee High School Music Department is proud to present the Marching Canes under the direction of Mr. Kendall Carrier. The percussion coordinator is Mr. Jasper Miller. The dance team director is Mrs. Angela Bobrowski. The JV dance coaches are Samantha Kish and Skylar Yost. The drum majors are Elena Kelly and Megan Shoemaker. The band captain is McKenna Longo. The dance team captains are Shay Whitaker and Riley Tidsworth. We begin our show tonight with an excerpt from our superior rated show, Spanish Fantasy, and this song is called Night Street. Imagine yourself at a bullfight. Next, we feature our varsity and JV sugarcanes dancing to the really fun YMCA by the Village People. We end our show this evening bringing you back to the 60s with House of the Rising Sun.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Kilty Band. In honor of the 60th anniversary of Riverview High School, we are playing tunes from that decade, starting off with Aquarius, Don't Let the Sun Shine In, When a Man Loves a Woman, Can't Help Falling in Love, and our traditional Scottish feature featuring Caitlin Johnson on the drum dance, and we close with Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
One more time, let's give it up for both marching bands. Great job and a great halftime performance.
Down the field, Anthony Squitieri did a great job of locating his receivers, moving the ball around. Levante pattern to the back pylon, perfectly thrown to Keon Fordham.
You know, Danny, that 1 point worries me though, because how many times have you seen that missed extra point come back to haunt teams? A lot is right. So we gotta get a little insurance here and put a stop to this team.
Deep into their territory, but the ideal thing, do like we did last week against Dr. Phillips. We got the kickoff in the second half and went right down the field and scored. So it's our opportunity to do it. Then the question will be, if you do that, do you go for two there or do you wait? Because if you go for two early and you don't get it and they score, now that lead starts to extend a little bit more. You're still
the Rams now. It was crucial for us, but now in the first half it was crucial for the Rams. We got to keep it up.
The FHSAA is now on Facebook, Twitter, and FHSAA. Keep up with teams and people who strive to make high school athletics in the state of Florida the best. Be a fan of it all by following us on social media at FHSAA.
Then you got any updates on scores over there?
Yeah, the halftime score, Palmetto trails at the half 7-0. Braden River 21-7, and Dr. Phillips is leading Vero Beach 13-7 at the half. So the winner of this game will play the winner of Dr. Phillips and Vero Beach. The winner of this game will be on the road. Well, I take that back. If Riverview wins and Dr. Phillips wins, the game will actually be here. So let's hope that's not the case.
And that's what it was last year, if you remember. Yep. Dr. Phillips came here last year and beat Riverview here in the semi guy, the next round.
As we get ready to start the second half of play, I want to take a moment real quick and thank Tom Howell, who is responsible for sponsoring tonight's stream of the game. We want to thank Tom Howell and has very much appreciated for all those who cannot make it to this game able to watch on the stream. So here we go to start the second half. The kickoff goes deep. It is Keon Fordham from the 11 to the 20, 25, 30. Got a seam to the 40 and across the 40 to the 44-yard line. A very good return by Keon Fordham. The Canes will set up shop on their own 44-yard line.
And the last man got him, actually. He was gone.
The Canes will go left to right on your dial here as we start the second half of play. And
with great field possession.
Actually got a better spot than I thought he did. He got him all the way out to the 46.
Yes, so we're in good shape. We're on our own 46. That's good. That's great field position for a kickoff.
Anthony Squitieri at the controls. You have Kyrie Jones to his right. Tyson Phelps behind him. He'll hand off to Jones. Jones will go off the left side and get a little bit of yardage, about a yard, maybe two. We'll give him 2 on the play. Call it a second down and 8.
I say we keep throwing them to make till they're silly.
Oh, we had them confused there throwing a football, and I know the coach really wants to run the ball, and he's going to try and establish the run. We did it last week in that second half drive against the Osceola Cowboys.
I like Squitieri on the rollout pass, too.
Squitieri again hands off to Jones. Jones has nowhere to go. He's held on to, and
we're having a hard time in running that ball in there.
Almost to the point. Kyrie Jones is having some difficulty. Phelps had a little bit more success in that. The 3rd and long here. You don't have to get all of it, but get most of it and set yourself up for at least taking the thought of going for it on 4th down.
If Squitieri could roll out here, he might be able to pick up the yardage. But he's got a long way to 9 yards.
Down here on the bottom. He's going to look. He's going to set up a screen. It's out to Tyson Phelps, who cannot get away from the defender.
It was a good call, but they played it well.
Good call. We just missed the block out there, and that'll bring on the punt team. And get a great return on the kickoff and manage only 4 yards. And
we couldn't take advantage of it, but that's all right. We got to play defense now, and we got to play some tight defense. We don't want to be trying to catch up.
Keon Fordham punted the first time. This will now be Nick Bigelow on the punt.
He'll give it the Bigelow bounce.
Bigelow gets the snap, rolls to his right. A little sidewinding kick that will land at the 30 to the 25-21. Actually will drop dead at about the 18-yard line, and that's where the Rams will take over.
Good kick, no return. You know, that's always important. If you get no return, it's a good kick. I'm sorry.
So 1st and 10 for the Rams, leading 21-20. Just underway. We've got just under 10 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter of play.
We need another turnover.
Canes are going to have to, I think, put a lot of focus on Allie Boyce right here, because I think they're going to try and eat clock and drive the ball.
You're right, because they're going to run the devil out of it and try to, keep the clock.
And White will pull it away from him and gets drugged down behind the line of scrimmage. May have got back to it. It's awfully close.
Who is that over there? I haven't seen his number yet. They got him.
I believe that was Quay Davis in on the tackle.
That was a good tackle, too. He was quick getting out there. Good thing he did, too. He had some room.
Rams will set up strong side to the right. 2 receivers to the right as well. Allie Boyce in the backfield. White looks, fires, it's tipped up in the air and almost picked off again. That was Malik Claremont who got his hand on it, and then Buchanan almost hauled that one in. So it'll set up a 3rd down and 9. 3rd and 9. The Canes will try and get off the field here. They're shuffling guys in and out, and they're going to have to hustle him off in a hurry. That's Ethan Walls hustling off the field.
They know that they're probably going to try to throw again here.
Canes looking.
Not much pressure, though.
Not much. He fires down deep. He's got a man there. It's going to be a jump ball situation, and it's knocked down, and again in and out of the hands of Dre Evans, who almost got the interception. So a 3 and out. The Canes will go back on offense here as they await the punt.
But it was incomplete. That was the thing. So he did a good job. He was there. He was on his man. That's the key. And now we got a chance to maybe get some decent field position again, Danny.
Let's take one back right here. How about that?
Or how about a snap over this time? I want a high snap this time.
I'll take that and a safety, and we'll get our point back +1.
Yeah, okay. I'm calling for a high snap.
Dorian Hall back to punt. Tyrone Jackson and Wesley Coleman back to receive. It's a good snap. The kick is over towards Coleman, who calls for the fair catch. Well, I thought he did, but he didn't, and he just waved off to the side. He tried to pull a.
Yeah, we got about the same field position we got to start the second half.
Kind of a trade out. Nothing ever happened there, so.
We got to throw the ball in the middle, I think. We've really been throwing it outside a lot. We need to get a slant in, or remember that play with Coleman?
Just last week, we saw success on the jet sweep, and it had a great angle on him. And
we're going to try for 2 here, it looks like. Nope,
he'll call him in, and LaFro gets set to kick. Nick Bigelow will be the holder. Bigelow looks up at LaFro. He's ready. Here's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So, just like that, the Canes do nothing on their first drive, stop the Riverview Rams, and then on drive number 2, it's Keon Fordham, 53 yards on the jet sweep for the touchdown. All your scoring recaps brought to you by Buccaneer Pond. Whether you're buying or selling, go to Buccaneer Pond. Find Brad Meek. He's your guy over there at Buccaneer Pond.
Meester, I talked with him this afternoon on the way to the game.
Any one of those 2 locations, Bradenton or Sarasota.
You know, I said earlier, Danny, we got to get our speed in this game, and we got our speed in the game to turn it around right now.
Boy, did you right there.
Huh?
You did in a big way right there.
I know it. I said we got to get our speed in this game.
So the Canes are now up with 8:50 to go in the third quarter. A lot of football to play. The defense will have to come out and be stout now. It's 27-21 Hurricanes.
Yeah, this is a long way from being over, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. First lead they've had since early in the ball game at 6-0. So Axel LaFro with the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff has it teed up at the 40.
Come on.
Approaches it.
Come on.
Puts
Axel.
his left foot into it. It's a high booming kick that will be returnable from the 5 to the 10 to the 15. He's got running room.
No, that's not.
To the 25-30 and across the 35 and finally taken down at the 36-yard line. And
pretty good return, but
good return. I don't even know that it's so much coverage breakdown. It was just a good blocking by Riverview.
It was,
on that
but yeah, but they still got it on their 36-yard line, so that's all right. We're okay. But Axel's usually consistent on kicking him in the end zone.
There's a little bit of a breeze out there, but I think it's more out of the
maybe
north.
it's the cold weather. Maybe his muscles are so cold, tight.
So Sean White will bring the Rams to the line of scrimmage on 1st and 10. Hand off to Allie Boyce, who's hit behind the line, and they hold on to him, guys, and he do.
They did. It
was Brandon Shannon on the initial hit, and Ethan Walls there to clean things up.
Ethan Wall got him from behind, too. That stopped him. He looked like he was going to stumble and stand up and go again.
To hit Allie Boyce low, and that's where they went. He's got great balance. 2nd down and 10 for the Rams. Handoff again. Nope, he pulls it now, flips it out to the receiver in the flat. He's got a little bit of running room, and he forces his way across the 40-yard line to the 43, maybe 44.
We can run that play, guys, with Fordham.
They'll set it at the 44, 3rd down and 2.
Eric Washington, number 23, making a stop for the Canes. They'll lead 3rd down, about 2 to go for the Rams.
We need to have them bumble the ball here and have to fall under
Hawthorne in there in the middle at the nose guard. They'll hand off to Allie Boyce. No, they pull again. They flip it to the out, and it's hit immediately at the line.
Good tackle. He got the first down, but it was a good tackle.
It was a surge. White's doing a good job of faking that handoff. He's sticking it in there deep and pulling it out late, and they're just flipping it out into the flat to the receivers. Didn't get much past the first down marker, but he did get enough, so it'll set up 1st and 10. Riverview on their own 47-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. This time he gives off to Boyce, who's got some running room, and
got another first down, I'm afraid.
Yes, Eddie, I think you're right. It'll be another first down. 10-yard pickup. The Rams have now got things clicking again. Hurricanes look confused as a quick out pass and is dropped. As an incomplete pass. It was a forward pass. Oh, what is that penalty for?
What was that for? The late piling on?
I don't know, but that was.
Yeah, we've got timeout on the field for injured Ram.
He was going for the ball is what he was doing. Our guy was going for the ball.
Yeah, I don't know. Something at the bottom of that pile, so that's going to be 15 yards tacked on. That's kind of.
That's a tough break, because we've got him for a loss there.
Might have been a little bit of a ticky-tack deal, but I don't know. I didn't see what he did. He might have stepped on him getting up. It's hard to say. So, is what it is. Dead ball, personal foul. 15 more yards to be tacked on, and they'll move the ball inside the 30-yard line.
Following the incomplete pass, the officials are going to mark the ball off here. The previous
15 from the line of scrimmage.
was the 43-yard line, so they're going to start marching down towards.
No, we had him for a loss, and they wind up with the ball on our 28-yard line.
Well, they're going to have to bow their back here, Eddie. And
yep, got to get tough and make a turnover, do something big. Stop him. You might have him stop that time, but did something goofy.
I think Justin Porter to come up here and put a big hit on it, force a fumble. Kane showing coming off the corner on a blitz. They get the ball out quickly to the wide receiver, and he fights his way forward.
When they come out in that formation, we got to do something about that. We're not defending that right. We're giving them too much time.
Well, we're playing off. You're kind of letting him take it back there. You're playing safe. Keep the receiver in front.
But if you play him in a bump and run, he's going to zig in, be beyond and be way beyond it for a touchdown. It's a tough defense.
And the Hurricanes line, same defensive formation. Nothing changing. 2nd down and 4. Hand off to Boyce, who's going to drag tacklers. He was just dragging Ryan Ives right along with him, and that's a big. Again, Allie Boyce, this not tall, but a strong back.
This might turn into a shootout, buddy.
It could. And we've got a timeout on the field for a water break. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to the 2018 FHSAA Football Region Semifinal on 930 WLSS. Thanks in part to Conley Buick GMC.
Before the warning flags are launched, before the winds of change arrive, you must plan and prepare for what lies ahead. Your business and personal finances call for a trusted team to help you achieve your goals with numbers you can count on. Serving this region since 1954, CS&L CPAs provides accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services. Our mission is to understand your unique needs and create exceptional solutions. CS&L CPAs is a proud supporter of Manatee High School. Visit us online to find out more.
We're back here at the Ram Bowl with the Hurricanes leading 27-21, 6:18 to play in the 3rd quarter. The Riverview Rams are on the offensive side and inside the Hurricanes 20-yard line. The ball's at the 18, 1st down at 10.
Then I want to make an observation. We got a very good crowd down here tonight. Manatee fans, they even made a sign over there. Cade pride never dies. That's great spirit. We love it.
It'll be White will keep it himself this time, and off the left side dives forward, and nice 6-yard pickup.
He goes up with one thing in mind. When he sees how we line up, then he changes it, I think.
Well, this is all on the coaches right here. They're reading what we're doing defensively, and now it's like a chess game. Eventually, you've got to move your pieces and change things up. Be Hayes in motion. They'll hand off to Allie Boyce. He's going to bounce out to the left. With plenty of running room. He will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Riverview.
That's like almost like a counter play right there.
It's a little too easy on that drive.
This could be a shootout, guys. Get ready.
The Rams will come on for the point after to take the lead back. I will tell you, that is a fight song I cannot stand.
But only because that extra point, really, yeah.
There you go, Dorian Hall on for the point after, and he's got it up, and he splits the uprights, and the Rams take the lead back 28-27. 5:34 to go in the third quarter, and see what the Hurricanes do. They're going to go back on the offensive side of things.
We might have to get us a field goal just to make that 2-point thing. We don't want to just do that. We want to keep going for touchdowns, because this is going to be a shootout, guys.
Hey, the Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes its corporate sponsors who make the FHSAA football championships possible. Team IP, the official merchandising company of the FHSAA. Gatorade Thirst Quencher, fueling the future. Main Light Events, the official photo company of the FHSAA. Ball 4, the official ball supplier of our championship rings of the FHSAA. Spectrum Sports, Max Preps. GoFan, official online ticket provider of the FHSAA, and the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA, and Wilson, provider of the official game ball for the 2018 FHSAA football championships.
And then this is how big that penalty was. We had them, on third down, we had them back.
This
and
looks like an onside kick the way he's setting up right here. So, and it is. And the Hurricanes, that's Joseph Liu who corrals it. That was a bullet. And a great job of hanging on to that football.
Now let's make him eat that. Let's make him eat that.
So the Canes will start at their own 49-yard line. And I don't know. I just don't understand that. If that's what you want to do, you had better success pooch kicking. It's kind of weird to me that.
I say throw the ball on first down after that. Make them eat it.
Yeah, why not? I like it.
You got Fordham to the right. You got
Kyrie Jones will be set behind Squitieri. It'll be Tyson Phelps will be the back.
They only got 3 down linemen, Danny.
Phelps will now move into the slot. Keon Fordham comes in motion. They'll run fake the jet sweep. It's Squitieri this time across the 50, the 40, the 35 to the 30. And across and finally out of bounds he goes at the 25-yard line. A nice run right there of 26 yards by Anthony Squitieri.
I like that play, Danny.
Boy, that entire defensive team went with Keon Fordham, so worried about that jet sweep, and he did a good job of reading that. Pulls and goes.
That's sort of like a little counter play too. Everybody's going left and you give it back right with the quarterback keeping the ball. Really not give it back, but run back right.
Tyrone Jackson will be the single receiver over here to the right. Kyrie Jones in the backfield with Squitieri. Again, Fordham comes on the jet sweep. We got a flag, and it's got to be an illegal formation, is going to be my guess.
What is that about?
Yeah, illegal formation.
Illegal shift or an illegal motion penalty there against Manatee, so 5-yard penalty.
I'm not sure. They're saying illegal shift. I don't know who moved other than you had one guy in motion, unless our back leaned a little bit before it started. I'll move them back 5 to the 30-yard line. Replay first down. So it'll be first and 15.
Where's the down thing on there?
It's still fair. They don't have it on the board, but first down all the way
across. They don't have it, or they don't have it right if it's up there.
In the slot. She's going down the field. That's Tyrone Jackson everywhere. We've got one in the backfield again. That one's going to be on us. That one. This is just going to be offsetting, and we'll do it all over again. I know we had 7 guys on the line of scrimmage, so that could not have been the call. It wasn't like we had too many guys at the field.
So looks like 2 penalties.
Pass interference and a hold. So there it goes. Those will offset. Replay first down again.
Going to be open pretty much all night over there. They can't cover him.
We'll go out, and where he was crushed. They brought pressure. We don't have a timeout on the field. What are we doing? Well, we better hurry up because they're cranking the clock and the 25-second clock started. So,
come on, guys.
This
let's
is
go.
just real disaster right here.
See, they thought there was a timeout. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Still got time on the play clock. Squitieri takes a snap under pressure again. He rolls to his right. He's looking, and he'll just run himself out of bounds. Nothing coming, and they're just starting to bring a jailbreak. They know we're trying to throw the ball. They're just bringing more guys than we can block.
That's exactly right.
Question is, do you run a play safe right here? Rams looking for the pass. They run on Malachi Weidman, their receiver. He's going to go back there and play that safety spot.
Well, they only got 3 down linemen. Maybe we ought to try a run up the middle.
Spiteri drops back. He's looking. Now he flushed again. He's going to stop, and
he doesn't turn it loose.
Good coverage downfield by the Rams. Past that 20 mark, and you just don't have the time. So the Canes had great field position all the way down to the 25 and self-destructed and went backwards.
Now you don't want him to drive it into the end zone. You want a short one over to the left side. I kick it left. There's nobody over there.
We got 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Canes trail 28-27.
Nick Bigelow will punt this away for the Canes.
Bigelow awaits the snap, a good snap. Rolls to his right, little rugby style that'll land at the
it's perfect
15 and bounce out of bounds there. So the Rams will start at their own 15-yard line with 2:55 to play in the third quarter.
Now we got to stop them. We got to be able to stop them. Which
well, the second half, late in the last 3 series, we did a very good job. Did a good job on the first. Riverview found their stride on that last drive. And let's see if we can get them out of sync here a little bit. First down and 10, Riverview on their own 15. Sean White will hand off to Allie Boyce and his big Ryan Ives there to meet him, but not before Boyce picks up 2 yards.
Even though we hit him in the backfield, he still picks up yards every time, that guy.
99 Ryan Ives with the stop for the Canes. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's a strong kid for a 5'9" back, 190. He is powerful. White drops the ball and still manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's the 3rd time tonight he's dropped the ball, and we just haven't had anybody there to make the play when he does it.
I know it.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Rams.
Still managed to get 2 out of that. Every time they have a miscue, they seem to get away with it.
I know they get something positive.
3rd and 6, and we
no! And a
penalty flag coming in.
Just when we get ready to stop them, same thing happened over here. Remember, and then he went on to score.
That's just, I mean, he needed to be patient. And that's Brandon Shannon was excited on now. He just jumped a little early. Snap, pulls it away from Boyce again, and comes off the left side, easily picks up the first down, and White takes a low snap, hands off to Boyce. This time he's bottled up, and
we're playing some pretty good defense right now, I think.
We got a saddle on his back right here. They're just riding him.
We need a big defensive play.
Again, White will keep it, goes out, turns the corner at the right side, picks up 5.
They start with that play just now several times when they get first down.
We just don't have much of an answer for that one right now. We're struggling. We're on our heels a little bit.
We are struggling right now.
Canes have got to get back, fire back off the ball.
They need a big play and get them on third down and then stop them.
Come on the jet sweep this time, and it's Hayes with some running room across the 40, and he steps out of bounds. Step out of here in the third quarter.
What we need is a turnover, guys.
Big time. First and 10 Rams at the Canes 37-yard line. And Sean White will pull it away, flips it out this time to Hayes again. He's got some running room. Sidesteps 1, sidesteps 2, gets it inside the 20-yard line before he stopped. And another first down. 11 seconds to go in the third period.
We just can't stop them. It's a shame. We just can't stop them.
And that'll be it for the end of the third quarter. The Rams lead 28-7.
And driving.
We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Florida high school football play. Visit FHSAA's website at FHSAA.org. Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes its corporate partners who help make the FHSAA football championship possible. Team IP, the official merchandising company of the FHSAA.
Probably not. They're already setting the ball.
Championship rings for the FHSAA. Spectrum Sports, the official television partner of the FHSAA. Max Preps, the official scores and statistics of the FHSAA. GoFan, the official online ticket provider of the FHSAA. The FHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA. And Wilson, provider of the official game ball for the 2018 FHSAA Football Championship.
First down and 10 for the Rams at the 19-yard line of the Hurricanes. We get ready to start play in the fourth quarter, the final 12 minutes of football here. Sean White keeping himself around the outside. He's drugged down by Ryan Ives, but another big positive play on first down. And Eddie, every first down they've had, they're picking up 4 or 5 yards.
Ives is pretty quick, you know it.
Second down and 5. And off to Boyce, he's going to waltz right through all the way to the end zone. One guy touched him, and that was it. The Rams add to their lead now. That'll get them up to 34. Canes still only one score away from tying this football game. So nothing hurt. The snap, the kick is up, and the kick is good. That'll make it 35-27 Riverview with 11:29 to go. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Manatee County Sheriff's Office is proud to present the new iPhone and Android app. We remain dedicated to providing the highest standard of service to our residents and visitors. So with this app, you'll find valuable information right on your mobile device. The app in partnership, our latest news and events, most wanted listings, sex offender locations, submit a tip, job opportunities, and more. Manatee County Sheriff's Office is available for free in the App Store and Google Play Store. Download our app today.
Whether it's 1 or it's 2, you're going to have to, score a lot and kick a field goal anyway, so I'd just go for it.
We're back here at the Ram Bowl. The Rams have now taken a 35-27 lead, 11:29 to go in our football game.
It's been back and forth, back and forth. The Canes start out ahead. They've been ahead twice. And
they'll do another onside kick with a great hop on that one. And Manatee did not get it. I think Riverview got the ball. Let's see. What a hop he got. Fortunately, the Hurricanes did get it back. It was on the far side of the field, and all I saw were maroon jerseys going after the ball. And boy, how fortunate can you get there?
We've got some athletes, so they're just about the same as it.
Got him there, and it's out of his hands. He slowed down.
He had a hold of it, but it just was on the tip of his fingers.
Of it, if not two.
2nd and 9. Ball at the 45-yard line.
2nd down.
Come on, turnover.
At the Hurricane 45-yard line.
They're not going to throw it, so let's put some men up front.
Handoff would go to Hayes, who finds a little bit of a seam. Still on his feet across the 35 to the 30 and run out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And don't give up, defense. Don't give up. Keep fighting. Here we go. All it takes is one mishap and things can turn in a hurry.
This is the ball game drive for them right here. I mean, they know that if they can score here, they got a good chance to win the ball game.
Sean White will have 3 receivers to his left. Allie Boyce set behind him. Will hand off to Boyce, who bounces out to the left and is dragged down by Joseph Liu.
We got to try to hold them here to maybe a field goal attempt.
Well, in the other region, Wakaiva has knocked off Apopka, so they are done for the year. 28-7. Some running room. And
5-yard line. That'll set the Rams up with a 2nd down and 4 coming up.
2nd down, and
they're going to take their time here and let that clock
call it 4, but
anchor right here. Let that clock run.
You get a 1st down, but it's so close to the goal line, it won't matter. 3 receivers left. White takes it. He looks. He's still rolling left, and he'll dump it wide open. Receiver, touchdown. And just like that, folks, this game went from the Canes in the lead to the Canes trailing. And trailing in a bad way. There'd be 2 scores down here. And we got to find some lightning in a bottle in a hurry.
We're gonna have to cheat.
7:37 to go in the ball game. And
that's a joke.
Canes trail by 14, likely to be 15 after the extra point here. Snap, kick is up, and it is good, and it is 42-27. Riverview will take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Savannah Maria and Longboat Key are incredibly unique, just like the menus at our 3 world-class waterfront restaurants, such as the Mar Vista Dockside Restaurant, a surprisingly innovative menu featuring fresh seafood. Enjoy a timeless, laid-back atmosphere in a location like nowhere else. Come and experience an old Florida treasure. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to come and be our guest.
He played. Make plans to attend the 2018 Florida High School Football State Championship games hosted by the Central Florida Sports Commission. The intense action takes place at Camping World Stadium in Orlando, December 6th through the 8th. Tickets start as low as $12. Come out and watch the best of Florida high school football play. Visit the FHSAA website at FHSAA.org for more information. And another onside kick attempted, and the Hurricanes cannot gather it up this time. It went everywhere but where it needed to go, and the Rams recover this one.
This is like Joe Canan kicked 3 onside against them, and they come back and did it. That's why they're doing this too, but it's successful too.
Well, we showed that we had trouble handling the last one. I really can't blame them. I mean, you go back to what's successful.
Yeah. That one we should have handled, I thought.
I got to say, though, the kid actually on his onside kicks, he gets the most roll out of anything I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So, the Rams will take over on the Hurricanes' 45-yard line with 7:33 to play in this game. Rams leading 42-27. Sean White will take it. He's going to look down the field. He's got a man right down the seam. It's caught, and he's going to waltz into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. And, guys, that might have been the nail in the coffin right there.
I'm afraid it was. I don't like to say that, but that's too many points to come back on with 7 minutes left.
This defense fought and fought and fought, and I'll be honest with you, they just ran out of gas.
They did run out of gas. You're absolutely right.
And the Hurricane fans are beginning to file out of the stadium now in a hurry. And I can't blame them. And not going to say it's over yet, but you know what? It's been a good year anyway. So the extra point is up and good, so it's 49-27, and Riverview appears to be headed to the 3rd round of the high school playoffs.
They played Dr. Phillips. Weren't they leading?
Dr. Phillips was up, and we're going to look at it now. Venice leads 28-14 over Braden River. Dr. Phillips is up 19-7 over Vero Beach. I had a funny feeling about that one all along.
That means they'll be here next week then.
Yes. Palmetto trails 14-0.
So we got all our Manatee teams are losing, right?
Yep, it appears everybody will be off on Thanksgiving.
So we won't have our donuts and coffee, which I was looking forward to on Thanksgiving Day.
I was too.
At the stadium.
All right, well, Canes trail 49-27, and see if he doesn't pooch it over the top of all of us now. As I've seen him do it. There it goes. He'll hammer it back deep, and Keon will take it from the 3 to the 20, and he's hit and taken down at the 24-yard line. And
we're going to get a flag over here too.
Yeah, this is getting a little out of control now.
Yeah, and this is getting where our guys are upset, you know, because they thought they had a chance to come back here and win it, and then here we are.
Well, one thing I always say, if you're gonna, when you win with class. When you lose with class. So let's not.
Exactly, I'm with you on that, but just.
I know it's emotional. I know it's frustrating, but hey, it is what it is. But let's see if we can score quickly. Hurricanes at their own 25-yard line to start this. Terry takes a snap, looks, fires left, and it's in and out of the hands of Keon Ford. The problem with that play is I would rather you throw that.
He was playing him up tight that time, and we threw almost a quick out.
I'd rather have the bubble screens and things like that if you're going to do it, especially with the speed we have, and make them come up the field and do something. But here goes Squitieri again on 2nd down, under pressure, and he's going to go down again, a deep loss. And folks, this game's just gotten away from the Canes. And
yeah, it's gotten away bad.
I'm as disappointed as they are, but at the same time, they have fought all year long and need to be proud of the things that they've accomplished, and let's start looking towards next year here before long.
And the truth is they were a better team playing Riverview this time, even though the score doesn't reflect it, than it was when we played them in Braden.
3rd down and Mayaka. And a little out pass to Tyson Phelps, who avoids the first tackle. They can't avoid the second. And give our center credit. He's downfield about 20 yards, just driving a defender backwards and onto the ground.
They're going to rub our nose in it right now, buddy.
Oh.
They want to do this so bad. They love to beat Manatee, and when they can beat us bad, they just keep hammering.
Well, and all I say is the cupboard for Manatee is full, and the future is bright.
I agree 100%. I mean, even what they did here and what they did last week, we got a lot of gutsy kids.
You know, you've got Anthony Squitieri, who came in his first year in this program, and you know he's had a pretty good year, and he did well. He managed the game well. We're going to miss Keon Fordham, very electric, exciting player to watch, but you know, guys come and go. We're going to have people filling in. Levante Yeomans has got a bright future. Iron Jackson, a bright future. Jansen Murray, Markel Jackson, Kyrie Jones. And the list just goes on, and there's some very, very good players. Tyreek Allen, I don't want to forget him, another exciting player to watch. Here's the punt that rolls. It's fumbled, and Manatee's going to recover it. They're there. Let's see if they did get it. Yes, they did. The Canes recovered the fumble punt. 38 to go, but we'll go back on offense. They'll be in Riverview territory.
Well, a little spark here. Even if we could score another one, you know, the score won't look as gross as it does right now.
We've got a timeout on the field for a water break. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC. A lot of our sponsors we've had throughout the year of CSNL's CPAs, numbers you can count on. They provided all of our game statistics throughout the year. CSNL provides accounting, taxation, auditing, and consulting. American Car Care, Manatee Avenue West, Premier Car Wash and Detail Center. Stop by this weekend. See Zach and continue to go through him throughout the year. He's been a great supporter of the Hurricanes this year. Basil's Chicken and Ribs, Manatee Memorial Hospital Emergency Services. Manatee Memorial has you covered 24/7. Buccaneer Pond with all the scoring recaps, and Crowder Brothers Ace Hardware Red Zone. Squitieri takes the snap, pump fakes. He's going to go down the middle of the field. He's got Tyreek Allen. He just overthrows him. And
he was open, Danny. He was open.
He was there. He just didn't have the touch on that one.
Not at all.
Second down and 10. Another sponsor I don't want to forget, the Sandbar Beach House Mar Vista. Season's back. Stone crabs are in. Going out there, the Sandbar Beach House Mar Vista. Enjoy the greatest in waterfront dining.
Come on, Canes. Give us some positive here to end on.
Squitieri takes the snap, looks right, fires out into the flat. It is caught. And that is Keon Fordham with the catch. And he's close. I don't know that they're going to mark it for the first down. I think he'll come up just a hair shy. It'll be third down and very short.
That was a bad mark.
Third and 1. Squitieri, 2 receivers left. He'll drop back and looks right and then turns back to his left. He's going to go deep, well overthrown, nowhere close.
What do you do here?
No, you got to go for it.
I think so.
I think you just frustrations are going on. Even the coaches are frustrated right now. You see guys that are there and they're open, and we're just not picking them up.
Twice in a row we overthrew there.
We are way, way behind. I mean, 5:20 to go, down 22 points.
There's no chance. Not enough time.
Carry on 4th and short will come up, fired, is caught by
First down.
Keon Fordham enough for the first down. He gets out of bounds. He'll move the ball up to the 34-yard line of Riverview.
I would just like to see us be able to end on a positive note here.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. If we could just move the ball down the field and score again, it would be good for the program, good for the kids, and good way to get out of here.
First down and 10. Hurricanes on the Riverview 34, trailing by 22. Quick out there to Wes Coleman at the 30 to the 25, and he's taken down to the 22, enough for another first down. And thought they were going to stop play there for a moment as the Riverview player was slow getting up. Canes quickly to the line of scrimmage, first down and 10. Terry looks left and fires. It's incomplete. Stared him down. The guy tried to jump the route. Almost got there. He got a hand on it to knock it loose. Ball was intended for Tyreek Allen. Jackson and Fordham are off to the right. Terry drops, looks, fires. He's going for Jackson to the end zone, and he overthrows him. He had him. And there's another flag.
Another flag. That's going to be 15 against us, I think. Yeah, our guy just knocked him on his tail.
Now we're just doing dumb things.
But that's 3 overthrows in a row.
Personal foul, Manatee, another 15 yards. Third and 25 coming up.
He's got to roll out. I think he's got to roll out and give Fordham a chance to get open, if he can.
As far off as they're playing him right now, I just turn and throw it to him. Let him go. How long does it take to mark off 15 yards? Crying out loud. All right, now they finally got it. Seems like this whole second half, aside from the one opening drive we had, we have been third and forever in this second half. Terry takes a snap, drops back, looks, and he's now going to run out of time. We have absolutely nobody open. Nobody open. Not his fault there. He had nowhere to go with it. He tried to wait it out, and just nobody around.
It's a long way to go on fourth down, but
coming up to 4 minutes to go in this game. What has been an eternity here in the second half. Terry will look, he'll fire across. Tyreek Allen catches it, nowhere close to the first down. He picks up about 13, and that'll do it. Turnover on downs, and Riverview will take over. So the Rams will go back on offense, and
3 minutes, 54 seconds left.
Try and run this clock out, I guess.
I hope. I'd rather not see another score up there.
I don't want to see one either.
Wow.
So here we go, and first and 10. Riverview on their own 23, and if you're Riverview, all you think about now is
getting out of here.
5-yard illegal substitution. They had 12 men when they broke the huddle. They just try and get out of here without getting anybody hurt now. So the Rams will be home again next week. One of these days, I'll be back on practices on Thanksgiving Day. Can't wait. It won't be this year. Hand off to Allie Boyce, and the Hurricanes bottle him up. So the Canes will be turning their stuff in next week. And then they'll have to regroup and hit the weight room, work hard, and come back bigger, stronger, faster, and ready to play next season in the Canes. It'll be a new district. We'll see where we land, whether we stay in 8A, we go to 7A, districts change.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. That's going to be a real interesting thing to see where we wind up.
Another handoff to Boyce, who just lowered his head. Ethan Wall's there along with
They're still playing hard, though, Danny.
I can't say I can sit here and say there's one single play that stood out. They just absolutely took it to us and punched us right in the mouth in the second half. So.
The one quarter that we just ate them up,
yeah,
you know, was fabulous and exciting. And
one from a lack of trying. They did their best, and you know what? Our best wasn't good enough to beat their best tonight,
our defense was not as good as their running offense. That's what I would say.
On 3rd down and 13. White will take the snap, hand off to Boyce, who will try and wiggle his way through the middle for a yard or two, and we'll set up another punting situation coming back to the Canes. The clock continues to wind down. We'll be under 2 minutes here in a second.
Maybe they will be content that they're going to win and they won't cover this and we can run it all the way back.
They don't have enough players on the field. They're trying to figure out who to put on the field here. There they go. They're set, ready to punt. They're still short a guy. Their coach is just saying snap it and run it.
They're still missing a player.
There's a delay of game. Oh, he had his hand up. They took a timeout. We'll take a timeout, too. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Every great team has a coach that leads them to victory. Offense, defense, special teams. The coaching staff knows that it takes a full team effort in order to be successful. At Williams Wealth Management Group, we help our clients implement their strategic plan. We take a 360-degree approach to help our clients meet their personal goals. My wife Helena and I are proud Manatee High School graduates, and we love our community that we're raising our family in. At Williams Wealth Management Group, our services are more than money.
Well, welcome everyone back to the Ram Bowl, where the Riverview Rams are minute 27 away from advancing to round 3 of the FHSAA state playoffs. And Dorian Hall rolls right, punts it. Not a very good punt. This one will go about 10 yards, and we got another penalty against the Hurricanes. This has just got chippy. No need for it. Again, I'll go back and say we'll miss some of these guys next year, and I can't be more proud of what the Hurricanes have done through the year to get to the second round of the playoffs, something we had not done in 3 years. Regroup, come back next year. We'll see who the new quarterback will be. We've got some good young talent there that will be competing for the spot. Offensive line returns just about everybody, if not everybody. So offensive line will be good. We have played, and this is the kind of the surprising thing a lot of people don't understand. We've played 11 freshmen have started at some point in time on this team throughout the year and have played well. It's not like they just filled spots. They've been in some important situations. They've played a lot of snaps, and it will bode well later. The ability to go deep into the playoffs gives your JV guys that you're called up more practice time. So basically get almost another half a season out of them. So a chance to learn the system even more. But the Hurricanes will regroup. Be a handoff this time, straight up the middle is Kyrie Jones, and that's his biggest run of the night, a pickup of 9. Actually, they're going to give him 10. They'll give him the first down. wind the clock. They were supposed to wind the clock. There it goes. 1 minute to go here in this ball game. Handoff again to Jones, and Jones will turn it across the 30 to the 26-yard line. And I would venture to guess we'll make one more offensive play, and Coach will just let it wind down on out.
This is Fordham's last game.
Sis, we'll miss him. He's been a lot of fun to watch. And a great kid. Very polite, very respectful kid, and
Vero lost.
He's gonna have he's got a bright future ahead of him. Tyrone Jackson in motion. Hand off to Jackson on the jet sweep across the 25 to the 21. He's got enough for the first down.
He'll be back next year.
16 seconds to go. They wind the clock, and Hurricanes are taking off their helmets, and that's going to be it, folks. It will not be another play. The Canes lose and end their season. The final score, Riverview 49, Manatee 27. We'll take a timeout, come back and wrap things up here. You'll listen to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
And the Riverview Rams have defeated the Manatee Hurricanes. 49-27 your final score here tonight. The Rams are moving on to the regional final for back-to-back years. We'll have more details on the game coming up next Friday night. Congratulations to the Manatee Hurricanes on a great season, and the Rams are moving on. We'll see you coming up here next Friday night at the Rambo. It's going to be a big rematch. Dr. Phillips in Riverview next Friday night. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. We look forward to seeing you here next Friday night. Rams win! Remember, all former Riverview players and legendary players, we've got that Thanksgiving practice coming up Thursday morning. We'll put more details out on our Facebook and social media pages. We hope to see everybody be a part of that.